There's an old saying that says, "Don't believe everything you see on TV." Well, the same can be applied in our modern era, but with the internet. Unfortunately, in the middle 2010s, some people did not get that memo. From submerging and microwaving their phones, to drilling holes to access a hidden headphone jack, these viral hoaxes led to a lot of people making some pretty costly mistakes. I'm Hoosier Daddy, and today we are talking about 3 viral iPhone hoaxes that led to some people destroying their own devices. In 2013, iPhone rolled out its anticipated iOS 7 software update. But one ad began to circulate that showed another feature that was to be included with iOS 7. The ad stated that the new update would include an emergency smart switch that would shut off your phone's power supply and corresponding components to prevent any damage. It also stated that waterproofing was covered by Apple's warranty policy. With other phones being released around that time with a new water resistance feature, it only seemed logical that Apple would apply this feature to their phones as well. So naturally, people began submerging their brand new iPhone 5Ss and 5Cs to test this supposed new waterproof feature, only to discover that they had just destroyed their phones.
Oh, that's real nice.
One user took to Twitter saying, "Okay, whoever said iOS 7 is waterproof, go yourself." While another asked, "Anyone have an iPhone for sale? Someone told me iOS 7 was waterproof, and obviously mine wasn't." And some people posted vines as well as testing the supposed waterproof feature. This issue became so widespread that it was covered by local news stations and even The Guardian. But one question remained. Why would Apple advertise such a destructive feature? Well, the ad that had circulated around social media turned out to be an obvious hoax. The fake ad was believed to have been started by a group of users on 4chan, a notorious image board website. From there, it made its way around social media sites like Twitter and Facebook. While the ad image and text may have looked convincingly real, anyone with common sense knew that you couldn't make a physical hardware change to a device with a software update. Apple wouldn't implement water resistance into their phones until the iPhone 7 announcement in 2016.
Yes, it charges it. Okay.
Our next story, albeit very similar to the first one, used the same tactic but with a more destructive twist. It was another ad that had surfaced online that also originated from 4chan. Similar to the year before, the ad once again used Apple's signature clean-looking design and professional fonts to make it seem legitimate. This time stating that the anticipated iOS 8 update included a brand new wireless charging feature called Wave. The ad provided a description of what Wave was, how it worked, and specific instructions on how to use it. The instructions told users to place their phones in a household microwave for 60 to 90 seconds to rapidly charge them. But surely no one would fall for this sort of thing again after the waterproof prank just the year prior, right? Social media users began posting photos of the charred remains of their phones. As expected, these users expressed a lot of anger for what they had just fallen for, with tweets like, "Do not try the Wave thing for iOS 8. Use Wave, they said. It'll charge your phone in the microwave, they said. OMG, the Wave thing for iOS 8 just blew my microwave up." This again obviously led to a lot of online mockery as expected with this sort of thing. Since the issue was not widespread enough, Apple themselves never came out and gave any sort of public statement. Apple's support documentation has always advised users to keep their phones away from extreme heat. The prank did, however, catch the attention of many news outlets, as well as sites like Gizmodo, CNET, and Snopes. All of them warning users that microwaving electronics is extremely dangerous and could even risk causing fires and explosions. Luckily, there were never any confirmed reports of any major house fires as a result of this prank. However, this was not the biggest PR nightmare for Apple in 2014.
So U2, let me just get this straight. U2's new album, Songs of Innocence, is going out for free to 500 million people in the next 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
While doing research for this video, I found this final story to be the most widely reported of the three. I was able to find far more screenshots of people online that had fallen for this prank more than the first two stories. My personal theory is that in addition to this one spreading around online, some people went out of their way seeking a solution, probably out of desperation, because Apple had just made one very controversial change. Anyway, let's get to the story. In 2016, Apple unveiled their latest flagship phone, the iPhone 7. This new phone included an improved camera, water and dust resistance, and an improved battery. But there was one major change Apple made that really ruffled a lot of feathers around that time.
No headphone jack.
Also,
Yeah,
the headphone
no
jack
headphone
itself.
jack.
It's a weird
But
one.
the
because
biggest
you can see
change,
what Apple's
no
saying.
more headphone
Ancient
jack.
port, we don't
This
really
plug
need it
right
anymore.
here that we're all
Also
used
used to
to
my
plugging in
headphones
to listen to
as
music
well.
will no longer exist on the
Historically,
iPhone.
Apple
And it
has
makes no
always
sense to tether ourselves with cables to our mobile devices. But until someone takes on these challenges, that's what we do.
While this may not be as much of an issue now with the vast availability of wireless earbuds, this was a huge deal back in 2016. This was the very first time a major flagship phone did not include the standard headphone jack. But with it gone, many users demanded that Apple bring it back. That was until one YouTube channel provided a solution. One day after the release of the iPhone 7, a popular tech destruction channel on YouTube called TechRacks uploaded a video showing a supposed secret hack that would allow new iPhone 7 users to access a hidden 3.5mm headphone jack that Apple had quietly left in their new phones. The video showed that drilling a small hole into the bottom left side of the phone would reveal this hidden port, once again granting users access to their beloved headphone jack. While some people laughed at the absurdity of how anyone could fall for this sort of thing, others did not find this as funny, with one user stating, "This isn't funny, guys. My little brother did this and I stopped him. His phone still works, but now there's a nasty hole in the bottom. Man, I wish her delete this video. It's not funny." And another saying, "Help, now my old headphones fit in, but the phone doesn't work anymore." The list just kept going on. Other commenters chimed in with comments trolling some of these users that actually tried this foolish trick. Just grab a plastic bottle like a Pepsi or Coca-Cola bottle, empty it and melt it down, then fill the hole in your phone. Good as new. Or that they needed to drill a second hole in order to listen to music in stereo. The amount of people that thought this is real is worrying for the future of the human race. And if you actually tried this, please get off the internet. While the prank wasn't widespread enough to warrant any kind of statement from Apple themselves, it was covered by major media outlets. As time went on, the prank faded into obscurity, likely due to media coverage and word of mouth that drilling into your iPhone would destroy it. While the lack of headphone jack is commonplace in a majority of phones now, the original TechRacks video still exists on the channel as a cautionary tale. There's an old adage that says something like, "If it's too good to be true, it's probably because it is." Any community has its small group of gullible followers that will believe just about anything. While these pranks were primarily targeted at iPhones, Android users were not immune to them either. Some Android users also fell victim to the microwave hoax, waterproofing updates, a battery overclocking prank, and even microwaving their phones without a microwave. Yeah, that one wasn't the user's fault. Regardless, these viral hoaxes led to a lot of real people destroying their hard-earned devices. And at the end of the day, is that even funny? Yes it is. Thank you everyone for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Hoosier Daddy, and I will see you next time.